Welcome to another episode of You Had Me a Cheese, where my girlfriend, Venus, and myself, Eclipse, explore the many different aspects of the human experience. We are here with our selection of cheeses, and Venus has a glass of wine ready, so feel free to bring your favorite snack and join the party. Hey listener, I'm so excited you've joined us. On today's Hat Roulette episode, we're going to talk about our experiences as foodies. We're going to talk about how our taste evolved over the years, what our fridge would say about us, which cuisine we would be happy to stick with for the rest of our lives, which dishes we've tried to make and failed, what we would be eating every single day if calories did not matter, and whether we follow recipes strictly or prefer improvising in the kitchen. You should expect many tangents, and I would encourage you to have a snack or maybe a full meal by your side as you're listening to this episode. I hope you enjoy the ride.
Hey Eclipse.
Hey Venus.
I'm so excited for today's episode
Tell me why.
because we're going to be pulling questions about food. And I love to cook and I love to eat.
Yes, and I love helping you eat.
Yes.
That is one of my passions. Just supporting you in this very meaningful way of eating your food.
And thank you for being so helpful.
You're welcome.
Sometimes I experiment and we both get to try something for the first time, and it doesn't always work, but it's good to have a second opinion, you know?
I'm happy to provide my opinion. Always. And actually, today we're going to try something new. We're going to try and fry mac and cheese.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
So excited. Just to paint a picture, we have made some amazing mac and cheese yesterday. And Venus has big eyes, so we have a lot of leftovers. And today, what did you say, babe?
Oops.
Oops. She brought 2 packs of pasta for the 2 of us. I had to convince her to only use 1. Then she used the big bowls and filled them to the very top, only to eat about a quarter of what was actually in them.
At the best, yeah. Oops.
But let's put this aside. So we have our mac and cheese with bacon bites and mushrooms, and we're going to use a mold in order to create little mac and cheese bites and then fry them in butter. And as you know, everything is better with butter.
That's right.
I guess this is a good way of explaining what a foodie is. We started this episode and we have been talking about food nonstop, and food is our passion.
Yeah, and it's not just that we came up with this on the fly today. This has already been in the plans for a while. So it's, as a foodie, you kind of get obsessed with new things to try.
I think the most common situation for us when we meet somebody for a meal somewhere is to talk about the food that we're going to eat. Then as we're eating the food, talk about other foods that we want to eat, and almost plan like the next time we're going to catch up and what we're going to eat then.
Very important.
Yes, clearly. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to pull questions from a hat about being foodies and see where it takes us.
Yeah. Would you like to start?
Ladies first.
Okay. Here we go. First question. If your fridge could talk, what would it roast you about?
Yo, dog, I heard you like cheese, so I put cheese on top of the cheese on top of the cheese, and then some more cheese on the side.
So accurate.
I'm not quite sure how many types of cheeses we have right now, but I think we at least have 4.
I would say. And that's usually the case at any one given time.
Well, no, actually, okay, let's try and count. We have feta, parmesan, cheddar. We got cheddar for the mac and cheese, and we still have some. There's 2 types of blue, at least, that I can think of.
Yes.
There's double cream brie.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I'm forgetting?
There is a soft cheese we have.
Ooh, I don't remember what type of cheese it is, but it's a cheese that we don't get that often, and it was on discount, so we got it, and yeah, it's delicious.
It's like a soft cheddar, maybe?
It's not a cheddar.
It's not a cheddar. Okay.
It's very creamy, though.
It's super creamy.
So how many did I count?
5.
It was more
5
than
or 6. 6, I think. Okay, there we go.
Listener, please tell me how many I counted because I forgot already.
But I know one thing certain, I want some cheese.
Yes, we're gonna get some cheese after this.
Yeah.
So, what do you think our fridge would roast us about?
I'm struggling because we keep it clean and tidy and like everything's organized. It would maybe sometimes roast us because we just fill it to the brim.
Mm-hmm.
Usually with cheese, but
That's correct. How about, I don't know why you put salad in me because by the end of the day you're gonna eat cheese.
well, we put cheese in the salad. You know, you have to have feta.
That's
one.
true too.
Or blue.
Or both.
Or both.
Actually, a good salad would have feta, blue, and parmesan.
Yeah. Sometimes we do that. It's pretty rare, but
what else do you think it would roast us about?
I think it would be like, yo, dog, I have all these pastries in me, like filo pastry, that's been sitting around for a while.
Venus means that it's been there for over a year.
Yes, it has.
It just moved house, but it stayed in the same fridge.
Correct. So it would roast us about not using that.
To be fair, we have used it once.
Once or twice. I think we made pies or something.
Twice.
Yeah.
I think. And we put cheese on top of the pie.
Of course. Inside and on top.
So, for the listeners who like savory pies, we would recommend taking like a little brie or camembert, you know, the round ones, then cutting it in half and putting that slice of brie on top of the pie as you bake it.
Yes, and you want the soft side, so the inside, to face up, and then it gets all gooey, and it's really wonderful.
It is delicious.
I like to put pepper on mine, but you can put anything, like any herbs and stuff like that.
Maybe some rosemary or thyme.
Yeah.
Anyway, to be honest,
we are already planning our our next cheat meal at some point.
Yeah. This is going to be a very difficult episode to get through because we're going to continue going into tangents about what we want to eat. All right, focus. The truth is, I'm not good with roasting. I don't like roasting people. I don't really enjoy that kind of humor, so I don't know how our fridge would roast us. So if somebody wants to educate me based on the knowledge that you have through listening to us, please comment.
Yeah, I'll be super curious as well. I do appreciate a good intellectual roast when it's actually quite smartly done and witty. I'm not the kind of person really like you to come up with stuff like that. It's not something I think about, but some roasts are quite fun.
I've seen people go on ChatGPT and ask it to roast them based on the knowledge that it has.
Oh my god, I need to try that.
All right.
Yeah.
Enough roasting for now. Should we answer another question?
Let's go.
If you could only eat food from one cuisine for the rest of your life, which would it be and why?
Interesting. That's a tough decision, I think.
Tell me.
I mean, there are so many cuisines, and some of them have so much variety. but I think I've made a decision.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to share with the class?
I am. I think I would choose Italian.
Tell me why.
I love pasta. I love pizza. I love salad. I love fish.
It's a good point.
I think I could live on fish for the rest of my life.
What is an Italian fish dish?
That's a very good question. I have no idea, except fish as a whole, barbecued with finely chopped garlic and parsley with oil mixed in, and you rub that with rosemary. So you use rosemary to rub the
Fish.
fish with the garlic, parsley, and olive oil.
And you're sure that it's an Italian cuisine?
Well, I don't see why it wouldn't. I mean,
You're just like, I want Italian cuisine, but also
well, this is
fish.
This is very kind of from that area. So I don't know if it falls into Italian directly, but I could see them doing a simple kind of a dish like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that and salads and red wine.
That's fair.
But I think I could live on that for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I do love Indian food.
Mm-hmm.
There is so much variety in Indian food, but I don't think I could live on it. I think I will get sick of it at some point. Or maybe I just don't know enough.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I mean, Chinese. I love Chinese.
You do realize the question was
Which one and why?
one. You need to choose one. Venus, focus.
I'm second guessing
Which
myself.
one would you choose?
Okay, I'm gonna stick with Italian. Let's go. Yeah, Italian.
Okay,
I would
and-
choose Italian
And the reasoning was?
because it's simple.
Okay.
It's simple food, and I kind of prefer that style.
Okay.
Yeah.
You choosing Italian food goes well with the fact that we have a lot of mac and cheese in the fridge, and I know that mac and cheese is not Italian, but it is pasta, so go with me.
I agree. And we put mozzarella in it. So like, you know, like
Mozzarella!
so it's halfway there.
If we have Italian listeners, I do apologize sincerely.
Mi scusi.
We're just making it worse.
Okay, what about you, Eclipse? Tell me, what cuisine could you live on for the rest of your life if you had to choose?
All right. I would go with French cuisine under the assumption that somebody else is cooking
I see.
and my dietitian doesn't know. I think French cuisine is very passion driven.
Mm.
It's mouth-watering. It's so good. It's so full of fat, which personally I love. There's a lot of variety in it. There are a lot of dishes with meat, a lot of dishes with cheese, a lot of dishes with pastry. There's just such a variety in it. And also some things that are quite interesting.
For sure, yeah.
So even if you've eaten, quote unquote, the same thing for a long time, I feel like you could still discover new things. I think my life might be shorter for eating only French cuisine, but I will surely die happy.
Fair enough.
I'm honestly salivating right now.
Oh, babe.
I love French cuisine.
You have to be honest, and I don't think I've had enough to really understand it. And this made me question, like, actually, how many cuisines do I know? Really? There is so much variety of how food is prepared around the world. You know, I'm choosing Italian now because maybe that's all I know. That's really how I cook, is like this more simplistic style.
I don't think you cook very simplistic, babe.
Okay, I mean, I would say I use a lot of Italian herbs and spices, and yeah, I'm keen to try some French cuisine with you, though. So, will you share?
I would be happy to share. Of course, if I had French cuisine right here, I would share it with you. Would you try escargot with me?
I would be very excited to try it. Yeah.
listener, if you're less familiar with the term escargot, that's basically snails.
Yeah.
Which is very much a type of French cuisine.
Yeah. And it's quite common from what I understand.
I've only had it like twice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's super common, but if you're going to a French restaurant that is
Authentic.
and prides itself on its French cuisine, yes, I think they will probably have it.
I feel like snails have a negative connotation, and for some reason it's considered yucky or gross. It's just food. I mean, we eat all sorts of things. Why this one specific food is considered yucky, like
it's not just that. It's the same when it comes to insects, and in a lot of cultures, especially Asian cultures, eating insects is actually quite common.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
I think it very much depends on how you were raised, but not only.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you like to pull another question?
I can't wait. So here we go. How has your taste in food changed over the years?
I think, to be fair, when I was in my teens, my taste was basically fried food. I was also vegetarian for 4 years. So even though until the age of 12 I did eat meat, I stopped eating it, and it was basically the same type of food that I ate almost all the time. I wasn't really fond of veggies or fruits at a time. So I would be eating stuff like fries and schnitzels and like all sorts of little things that you can fry and whatever. That was my food. When I got a bit older, I went back to eating meat. And so steaks, pastas, anything potato related, fish, but mostly salmon. I started eating other types of seafood. I would say that I was and still am a little picky.
Just a little.
Don't be rude. When I was younger, I didn't like avocados and I didn't like bananas. And when I say I didn't like them, I would not touch it. Even if it was like Chunky Monkey ice cream. And I didn't know that that's the type of ice cream that it was. If I took one bite, I would immediately recognize the flavor and I would just like spit it out.
Sorry, what's Chunky Monkey ice cream?
It's like banana flavored Ben & Jerry ice cream.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it was very, very common where I grew up. A lot of my friends loved it, and I couldn't stand the taste of it.
As far as I know, you still don't really like bananas, or very specific kind of, in kind of very specific ways.
Yeah, I can eat bananas, but it will never be my go-to. I used to be a kitchen hand in my early 30s, and a part of my job was to make the smoothies where I worked. And well, the smoothies all had bananas in them, so I didn't want to try them. And the head chef basically had a conversation with me and said, you have to try what you're serving. You can't serve it without making sure that it's the right flavor.
Yep.
And so I heard him and I understood that he was right. So I started trying the smoothies, and I think I just got used to the flavor. It was manageable for me. And bananas are really handy because it's a fruit that you don't need to wash and you don't need to cut in order to eat it. You just peel.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And so when I was trying to introduce more fruits to my diet, it was easier to introduce bananas. It wasn't something that I'm like, yum. And I will never order a banana dessert. I'm also not fond of fruit desserts in general, unless it's like tropical fruit. So mango, pineapple,
Yum.
passion fruit without the seeds.
I don't mind the seeds.
I can't stand the seeds. It's not just passion fruits. Anyway, did I say that I'm picky? I'm picky, okay? But nowadays I eat more salads. I've always loved cheese.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a constant.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was growing up and still living with my parents, the norm would be that we have at least 4 types of cheeses in the fridge.
So they follow the same rule that we do. Nice.
Well, no, we followed the same rule that they did. Babe, calm down. We did not invent this. I'm sure there are other people out there who have at least 4 types of cheeses at all times.
Yeah, I'm just being silly.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because I've never thought about how my taste changed over the years. I think I've tried different things, but I'm very quick to know whether I like something or not. Sometimes even without trying, I just need to smell it.
Fair.
And so I would say that, again, I own it. I'm a bit of a picky eater, but I think the variety of what I'm happy to eat is quite vast. Some picky eaters only eat fries and burgers, and that's it.
Sure, yeah.
Or forget the burgers, just the fries. I'm happy to eat both, but the burger has to be without veggies. I will eat my veggies as a salad, not inside the burger. They do not belong there.
Yeah, the cow already ate the veggies, right?
Correct. Are you stealing my phrase?
I'm just...
My phrase?
Yes.
Rude. I don't have a good answer to how my tastes have developed over the years. I think
you explained it. You opened up to more foods and more variety.
Sure. I've explained it in a very lengthy and windy way. But there you have it.
Yeah.
My taste has evolved and I will eat all the cheese still.
Very important.
Yes. How about you?
Well, I have thought about how my taste had changed. I grew up on a lot of seafood. A lot of different seafood. And my mom would make octopus and potato and onion salad. And sorry. And when you cook octopus, the house stinks. It's a potent fishy smell.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Is that why you've never cooked octopus for me?
I haven't, because we haven't gone to a fish market.
But the supermarket had it.
Really?
Yeah.
Octopus? Like fresh?
Was it octopus or what's the other thing?
Squid.
Squid
Is different. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I don't know if they had octopus.
What I love to do with squid is fry squid rings.
Okay.
But frying squid rings is for us, it's kind of cheating. So it's not something that I would just do. I would love to come home from work and make some squid rings for us. Shallow fried, with some just flour and...
You do know I'm hungry and haven't had lunch yet.
Me neither, babe.
Okay, focus.
Okay, so yeah.
So how did you change?
No. You had a lengthy explanation time. It's time for me. I'm joking. So, as I mentioned, I grew up on a lot of seafood. Some of the smells would be super potent, but the food tasted delicious. So I feel like I don't judge the food until I actually taste it, because sometimes it can really smell foul, and then you try it and you're like, oh my fucking God.
I mean, I get it when it comes to cheese, but I don't know. There's certain things that I just smell them and I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good.
And that's okay. That's okay. I will stay behind and I will try it for you as well. And I will tell you.
If it's safe.
If it's safe, exactly.
Normally it isn't, because I trust my nose. But it is very handy to have you with me, because we would go somewhere and the host would offer something and I know that I don't want to eat it. So I'm able to say, oh, I'm good. But Venus will try it and divert the attention to you.
So what you're saying is you can politely decline without feeling guilty.
Yes.
Nice.
Respectfully, this is not entering my mouth.
But like you, I actually didn't enjoy avocados. The first time I tried avocados, I was like 12 years old, and I found it pretty disgusting.
Is it the texture?
It felt, I think, slimy.
Oh my god, I was just about to say slimy.
But as we know now, because we both love avocados.
Nowadays, we have grown and matured like cheese, and we love avocados.
Yes. That sliminess, I know now to understand that's a ripe avocado. So what I was given was a ripe avocado to try, the best of the best, and it's like one day when it's the best. And I didn't like it. And I think through eating sushi and having avocado with salmon and stuff like that, it made me kind of appreciate the texture.
Yeah.
I enjoy creamy things, and this was creamy. It started becoming like, it transformed, and eventually I can just eat an avocado with a spoon.
Yeah.
Some salt, sure. Olive oil, cool. Pepper, great.
Same.
But don't eat it. It's amazing. You mentioned before, actually, that you didn't enjoy avocados.
Correct.
So what changed for you?
Well, I remember it very vividly.
Yeah.
I was 21 and I was having dinner at my then boyfriend.
Yeah, this sounds like one of those flashbulb moments.
Yes, but it wasn't traumatic. It was...
Yeah, they apply for both.
Yeah. So I was helping my boyfriend's mom prepare dinner. The men were on the grill.
Typical.
Very typical. What wasn't typical was the fact that his dad was hunting wild boar, which is a type of wild pig.
Yum.
And those were the steaks that they were cooking. So they were in charge of that. His mom and I were in the kitchen working on the salad. And as I mentioned, I'm picky. But I didn't want to make this whole situation about me. There are 4 people, including myself, and all of us want to enjoy this meal. I've already at that point asked to not have onion in the salad because I really, really dislike raw onion. And if the onion was in there, I knew I couldn't eat the salad. So I've already asked for one thing to not be included. Even though, granted, they could have put it on the side and added to the salad afterwards. I wouldn't have minded that. But then it got to the point of like the avocado. And in that moment, I made a decision that I've already made one request and they have accommodated me. And that was enough. I thought, I remember not liking avocado, but maybe in the salad with everything else, it won't be as much of an issue. And so that was the first time that I had avocado as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't that bad. Like, it didn't bother me that much. So I think as I got used to it, at some point I tried it with other things.
Yeah.
And I learned to enjoy it in its pure form with salt, olive oil, maybe some vinegar.
Yum.
But if it wasn't for that moment, I just don't think I would have eaten it for a very long time.
Fair.
And back to you, how did your taste evolve over the years? What about when you came to Neverland?
So I remember really disliking celery. I mean really disliking. My mom would make a soup with veggies, just like potato, carrots, celery. I would take the celery out and I would give it to her or someone else. I just couldn't grasp how someone could enjoy it.
Like mint, ginger in soups?
Yeah, I love it. Like, it's super interesting to think back to trying different foods and kind of not liking it that much, and then really liking it.
You like celery now?
I do.
What changed?
Well, I don't know, babe. I don't know. I can enjoy a celery stick by itself or with some hummus. I love it. There is something that has changed with my taste buds where I can taste deeper or something like that. I don't know. Like it's just celery now feels so flavorful in its own right. Like it's so different, but it's so flavorful. It's not for everyone. I fully understand, and I fully understand the past me not liking it. But today I'm grateful that I enjoy it.
All right. So if you're hungry and I don't know what to feed you, I just need to stick celery in your mouth.
You can do that. It'll work.
All right.
And so I think today I'm at a point where I will try anything. I am open to anything almost. I have had a Chinese version of a pork intestine dish, and while it was super flavorful and yummy, I didn't actually like the intestines themselves.
What did you not like?
The texture. It's kind of off-putting. I don't need another tongue-like surface on my tongue. That's, I think, the best way to describe it, how it felt.
I think it's off-putting just listening to you describing it.
Yeah, exactly. I tried it multiple times throughout that time we had that dish to just make sure. And I know now.
All right.
So, yeah, I think they've just evolved to the point where I kind of enjoy everything.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not as picky as you.
No, not at all.
But it's okay to be picky. Like, I don't judge anyone or you. If anything, I accommodate you.
Yes, all the time.
All the time. So
you poor thing.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I just love you so much.
And I love you. And I really appreciate you cracking black pepper away from me.
Yeah.
Because it really, I don't know, it's not even a taste, it's just the smell of it.
Well, that's what I was going to say, is you do have quite a sensitive sense of smell. And I wonder if that plays a part
100%.
In your taste buds.
I would say that it really impacts what I like and dislike in food. And I think a lot of things I don't like, it's the smell, which is funny because I do like stinky cheese.
Yeah.
Somehow that's okay.
Oh my God, babe, I did not used to like stinky cheese. There was a time that I would not enjoy smelly cheese.
Oh my God.
You know how people say it smells like feet? That was a...
Well, I'm glad you came to your senses.
Me too, because it's amazing.
All right. Shall I pull another question?
Okay.
If calories didn't exist, what is one thing you would eat every single day?
Oh my God. I think I would need to try everything first before I could make such a decision.
Sure. But I have a dish in mind.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to share first or should I share first?
I thought you said you needed to try everything first.
Well...
All right. What would it be?
Okay, this is like my line of thought. If calories didn't exist, that means I can eat what we consider the highest calorie food, right? I love pizza, but sometimes it can fill me up a bit too much. I don't know if I could handle feeling stuffed every day, all the time. I think lasagna. I think I could eat lasagna every day.
And that wouldn't stuff you every day?
I think I'm contradicting myself.
Yes. But you're allowed. You can say lasagna anyway, if lasagna is worth feeling stuffed.
This is such a hard decision, actually.
Nope.
No.
I've got it.
Oh my goodness.
I know what I would want to eat every day for the rest of my life. And like, not all the time, but like,
Yeah. I'm sorry, I need more time. Do you want to share with us first?
So you're not locking...
It's between pizza and lasagna, and I'm just trying to see if there is anything else that I'm forgetting, because I think...
Pasta.
Oh, pasta. But like, is there anything else that like is high calorie, high fat goodness I am forgetting?
Triple fried fries in duck fat.
Oh my God.
But that's not my dish.
Okay.
I once went to a restaurant I really, really like, and they were notorious for changing the menu so often that I would never be able to have the same dish twice.
Mm.
One time I went there and they had a pate dish, but you know how normally it's just like toasted bread and you have the pate on top of it and it's fine?
Yeah.
No. They took a brioche bun and deep fried that motherfucker in butter and then put the pate on top of that.
Oh my
and
God.
it was laid on thick. And it was divine.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like, I was sitting across from my partner at the time, and I was having a moment. Like, I could not speak. I was just...
That's quite a moment. That doesn't usually happen.
I enjoy food, but that day, that was... If I could eat that every day for the rest of my life, as I said before, as long as my dietitian doesn't know, I would die early and happy.
But if calories don't exist, it doesn't affect you, so it's fine.
True.
You know,
all right. So
that's the
I
loophole.
win. I win.
And that's the thing. This is what I'm struggling with, because when I say pizza or pasta, it's not just a basic pizza. I'm thinking multiple cheeses, dried meats. You know, like this would be
blue cheese and honey.
This would be like a 10,000 calorie pizza or something insane. I mean, at that point, is it a pie? I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Don't think so. Okay. I don't have a moment to share that I can recall right now like you did. I don't think I was ever speechless by food in my life yet. I reserved that for sometime, one day. Definitely.
Challenge accepted.
Okay. Are you going to cook for me? Or bake for me?
I would probably take you somewhere.
Okay.
That will make you speechless.
Okay, cool.
I'm a bit too tired to cook right now.
I'm going to go with pizza, but this would not be a normal pizza. This would be an insane pizza with high quality cheese, high quality meat, mushrooms, maybe anchovies, maybe artichoke, like
loaded pizza.
Loaded to the brim. It would be like 3 inches thick.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, okay.
Next!
Here we go. Have you ever completely failed at making a dish? What happened? I have a good one for this.
Tell me.
This is a flashbulb moment. I was 15, I want to say. I remember the house we lived in at the time. I remember the time of day. I remember nobody was home. And I was hungry.
What time of day was it?
It was like 11 in the morning. I went to make scrambled eggs.
Oh, no.
And what I like to do with scrambled eggs is put cheese in it. To this day, this was a dish that I don't think I could eat today as well. I think I used maybe 3 eggs, and I put in, I shit you not, about 300 to 400 grams of cheese.
I see.
It was disgusting.
Really?
Because it was just cheese. There was no flavor. Like,
cheese is flavor.
Okay, it wasn't high quality cheese to begin with. It was the most basic cheddar, something like that.
Okay.
I was eating half melted cheese. It was cheese with eggs. And that was a big fail. I think I threw it all out.
Yes, you do have big eyes.
You know I have big eyes.
I do know that.
This was one of those moments. Oops. Tell me, do you recall?
I think I need help.
What do you mean?
I'm sure I failed in cooking at some point, especially considering I started cooking when I was 19 and I started with instant pasta.
So you mean just put water and you kind of...
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I started with. And I don't remember if I started before or after I went overseas with my friends. But I remember being overseas and just using instant pastas and then slowly adding more things to it.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, I got to the point where I basically made the sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of instant pasta, I would just buy pasta and make the sauce.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've failed many times. I just can't quite remember a particular time. The only thing that comes to mind is one time I wanted to make this particular dish that is sort of common in Middle Earth, and it's a type of pastry dish, but it's slow cooked in the oven.
Interesting.
And when I say slow cooked, I mean like 13 hours.
Damn.
So there's quite a bit that goes into it. And I made it, and most of it was almost like rock solid.
Oh no.
There are certain things about this dish, little tips and tricks that you either know or you don't know, and that can make or break it. And over time, I learned why it probably got this way and was so dry, but it was very disheartening.
Yeah.
Because I've been away from Middle Earth at that point for quite a while. It's also not something that it is common, but you don't eat it that often somehow, if that makes sense. And I was really craving it, and so I put the effort into making it, and still that I guess that's where I failed. I still ate some of it because you make quite a few, and so some of it was salvageable, but I thought I would have a lot more, and there was quite a little waste. And if there's anything that you should know about me is that I don't like food waste.
Yeah.
So that was sad, but you learn from experience.
You do. I'll also recall the moment where I oversalted a soup, and I think we've all been there in some shape or form. I think if I recall, I took the broth out and I put new fresh water and like ate the veggies and it was fine. And then the broth I kind of slowly used multiple times because it was so salty. But yeah, there was a whoopsie moment. It's better to start slow and make sure than just dump it in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I do remember one of my former roommates once had an accident like that where they oversalted the soup.
Yeah.
And I'm not joking. I think they spent hours trying to salvage it. Googling what can be helpful, and I think there was like vinegar and potatoes and I don't remember what else, but they added so much and the amount of soup was so large that not only did they have a soup that they didn't really like, but now they had to eat it for a very long time because they were really frugal and they didn't want to throw away what they've made. So that was a very sad situation. And yes, please learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, for sure. Would you like to pull out the next question for us?
I shall. Do you follow recipes strictly or do you like to improvise in the kitchen?
This is the easiest question ever. I like to improvise.
Yes, I think you're a lot riskier than I am. I do improvise, don't get me wrong. I don't think I'm that strict with recipes, especially being a bit picky. There are things that I will change or remove or swap or add.
Yeah.
But it really depends, especially with baking, for example.
No, with baking, you need to follow strictly to the T.
At least the first time I do a baking recipe, I will probably follow it almost to a T.
You need to know what you're working with, yeah.
Yes, you need to know what it should look like. And then after you know what you're looking for, then next time you can change the recipe and you will know what to look out for. And it's easier to be flexible when you know that. But I've met people who try baking without a recipe completely or like...
You mean me?
You just said that you...
Yes, through experience, I learned that you can't just jump into baking.
Mm-hmm.
You can, but you will not get the result you want the first time. And personally, if I have time, I don't mind experimenting, but I do agree and have learned from that experience that you should do it once with the recipe
Mm-hmm.
first.
So as I was saying, I once hosted somebody who decided to make type of bread for a potluck dinner, and they were quite young, early 20s at the time, not very experienced with baking or cooking in general, and they were putting all those different things, and I was listening to what they were putting in, and I'm like, I don't think it's going to come out well. And as I know myself, I probably did mention something about you probably should follow a recipe the first time you make it. It was also a more challenging recipe because they were vegan. Not to say that it's impossible to make vegan bread tasty and flavorful, but those recipes are a little harder normally. And I just felt like they were setting themselves up to fail. Sometimes less is more. And from memory, I don't think it came out the way that they wanted to. And it's okay, you know, a part of learning is trying something and seeing what happens. Yes, we can call it failing, but also that's how you learn.
Yeah.
As you said, you've done things without a recipe before, and that's how you discover that with baking, you might need to be more accurate.
Yes.
For me, if the food doesn't come out the way that I wanted, it makes me depressed. Actually, if I don't enjoy the food, and it doesn't matter if I made it or not, it makes me depressed. There's a really strong connection between flavor and my enjoyment of food to my psyche.
When you cook it, even more so? Or just in general?
Just in general. And if I cook it and it doesn't come out right, then it's also this sense of waste of time, waste of energy, waste of resources. As I said, I don't like wasting food as well. So I think I'm a bit more conservative, at least at first, depending on what I'm making. But I'm also very experimental when it comes to flavors if I think that they're going to work. And one example of that is my burger creations. Would you like to tell the listeners about my burger creations?
I think you can tell them. I'm just salivating, so I don't know if I can speak right now.
Are you having a moment?
I am.
Okay, so to give one example, over the years, I've made different types of burgers. As I said, there's no salad in it, but there's a lot of other things. And I'm not going to elaborate on all of the burgers that I've made because the list is pretty long. But one of them was basically a lamb burger. I think it was a combination of lamb and beef just because lamb can come out a bit dry.
Yeah.
The patty is basically lamb, beef, grated cheese, which is something that I do in all of my burgers. The cheese, at least one type, is inside the patty. Fried onion inside the patty, and I fried it normally in butter. Then you have the bun, normally a brioche bun. Butter on the bottom, Philadelphia cream cheese on the top. On top of the butter, I put goat's cheese,
yum.
which is a bit acidic. Then you have the patty, the top bun, and on top of all of that, I make a sauce that is basically, it's actually a dessert sauce, but it works really well in this burger recipe. And the sauce is basically cream, maple, and whiskey sauce. And on top of that, bacon bits. I didn't read it anywhere. I just thought about it. And in my head, it made sense. So I made it. And then I made it a bunch more. Because I loved it. And whoever had it with me loved it. You do need to be open or enjoy the combination of savory and sweet. Not everybody does.
Yeah, of course.
But for people who do, that can work really, really well. It's kind of the same as the idea of honey and blue cheese.
Yeah.
That works really well together. And yeah, there have been a lot of other burgers in my past and hopefully in my future.
Hopefully. So we started this episode with our tummies rumbling.
Yes, and I think now we are salivating and basically starved.
Yeah.
So it's time for us to eat some fried mac and cheese.
Oh my God, I'm so excited just thinking about it.
Me too.
Mm.
Before we finish, what is one thing that you're grateful for?
I am grateful to have had the pleasure of trying your burgers and even making them now that have your seal of approval.
Yes, you've done well.
But I haven't experimented yet with anything exotic like you described. So I think one day we'll have to dive into that together. And I am grateful that we both enjoy very similar foods.
Me too.
So we can both make them together and salivate together.
And stuff our faces
Together. Yeah, so I'm just, as always, I feel like I am just grateful to be going through this life with you and growing and sharing food and having great conversations. Tell me, what's one thing that you're grateful for?
That you love cooking for me.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, for us, sorry.
Well, you're not wrong. I do love cooking for you.
Yes, I'm very grateful for that.
Mm.
It's been really good for my psyche.
Tell me, why?
Because your food is delicious. And as I said before, the food I eat has a very strong impact on my psyche. If I'm enjoying the food, it's just more likely that my mental health will be in a better place.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Mm.
And listener, we would love to hear your experimental success stories. Please share with us what foods you've made that shouldn't make sense but taste amazing.
Yes, please.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time. We have reached the end of our episode and hope you have enjoyed your snack as well as our conversation. If you liked our podcast, we would truly love for you to leave a comment, rate our show, and share it with anyone who would benefit from our conversations. And if you didn't like our podcast, then don't worry about it.